Look at your goofy ass. Look at your goofy ass. What's good, y'all? So this is a new series called This Is Your Ex's Life After You, Diaries. I did a video on this woman, this Asian chick. She's 30 years old and she's documenting her life right now of trying to look for love at 30-something years old. She's serious about dating. She had her fun throughout her entire 20s and she's looking to fall in love at fucking 30 plus years old. This woman had the nerve to talk shit. She ran into her ex saying he was fat, ugly, but look at the shit that she's going through right now. She's talking all this shit about her ex. But look at the shit that she is going through to look for love, and still her ass is getting burnt. This is a to me, this is a below average Asian chick. Y'all know I like all women. I'm into Asian chicks, but this ain't it. She ain't it. And brothers, JS Atlanta, Hugh, let me know what y'all think about this girl in the comments, all right? But brothers, this is your ex's life after you, Diaries. Let's watch it.
On earth is when you run into your ex at a bar and you saw him got fat and you still look hot as hell. Guess what? Yes, I ran into my ex at a bar and man, I don't know what happened to his jaw. There's no jaw anymore, it's just double chin, so.
And she's talking all this shit about her ex. Okay, there's no jaw. Okay. You're talking all this shit. She's gloating in this, right? But you're 30 plus years old. You're 30 plus years old, desperate for love. You're looking for marriage right now. You're documenting this on your TikTok. You're looking for marriage right now. And what's happening? She's still getting pumped and dumped and used like a dumbass. This is not a flex. You're talking shit about your ex, but I'm best believe he's probably happy that he's not with you. This is a chopped Asian woman. I don't give a damn she has makeup. She's not that bitch. Ricky Tan don't want her. But she's over here trying to, I bet her ex was a white dude.
Yeah, I can do better. Way better. So me and this guy match on Hinge and we're trying to figure out time to meet up for a first date and we're thinking about...
Okay, see how chopped she is. Now she's complaining about a dude she met on Hinge who's doing the bare fucking minimum, as you should when you're dealing with these women. Do the below bare minimum, bro. Bare minimum. Below that.
Next Friday, and so I asked him what his plan is. And he's thinking about getting takeout and binge Love Island at either his place or...
Which I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. She texted, hey, I'm free next Friday if that works for you. Nick says, hey, sounds good. Let's aim for next Friday. What do you have in mind? The brother says, I was thinking about takeout and Love Island. Watch Love Island at my crib, which is, I think there's nothing wrong with that. Have food, get some pussy while you're watching Netflix and do whatever the fuck. Because you're not taking her out, you're not courting her in person. She knows what this is. This is a Netflix and chill type of night. But her dumb ass wants a man to take her out and court her. No, you're not that bitch. You are not that bitch. But she's upset because this nigga's holding the line. What he's doing, there ain't nothing wrong with having a bitch come over, eating takeout. It's going to be cheaper because she lives in New York City. This is a cheaper option than taking her out to an expensive restaurant in Manhattan. And women like to go to expensive restaurants just to put it on their TikTok or Instagram story. They're always making videos, but they don't ever show the guys. It's of the food and shit. So, yeah.
Mine. I don't know you, sir. Okay? I'm not gonna go over to your place or have you come over to my place for safety reasons. And also, why are you just so forward? Like you're trying to Netflix and chill with me for the first date? The bar is so low out here. I can't. I feel like at this rate, I'm not gonna be able to meet my husband. Like ever. Am I gonna be able to get married? I don't know. I went visit my long distance situationship last weekend because he...
So this dumbass paid for her travel to see a situationship, paid for her own tickets, paid for everything to see her long distance situationship. This is some loser shit. And I was looking at the comments. They're like, girl, you really paid for your tickets to go there? She's, yeah, I did, but I learned my lesson. You talk so much shit about your ex doing so bad, but you over here traveling for dick and still getting turned down and treated like shit. But you had all this smoke for your fucking ex. I would be laughing at this shit. If this was my ex and she's documenting her life on trying to get married and this is what she's coming up with, you're losing. You are not winning in life, sweetheart. But Women love embarrassing themselves, but who the fuck travels for D? You're in New York City, but you're traveling for it. We're in New York. There's so many people here, but you're traveling for D. If she can't get nobody in New York City, she can't get nobody anywhere. I hate to break it to her. Like, come on.
Asking me to come visit, and it turned out to be the worst trip ever.
Landed at the airport. I might get stood up because he hasn't been texting me back ever since this morning, and I just texted him. I landed, and I haven't heard back from him, so I don't know if he's gonna come pick me up.
Eventually, he came pick me up, but at this point, I was waiting at the airport for like 4 hours. He could have just let me know he was busy, but he didn't text me anything. And the next day, I asked him if he could show me around, and he was like, oh, I just moved here too. I need to finish unpacking. You're free to do whatever you want yourself. So I literally just spent the entire day by myself. I was watching the World Cup by myself as well.
And this guy really sucks. Like, I came all the way here to visit him, and then
She's a chopped Asian woman. She's not that bitch. She thinks she's that bitch, but she's not that bitch. You traveled for some D where you had to pay for everything, right? Nigga took your ass to Waffle House. Waffle House is cheap, so she probably went to Georgia or somewhere in the South. Waffle House is cheap as fuck. And your goofy ass was watching the World Cup by your motherfucking self.
he literally just left in the middle of the night yesterday when I was in the bathroom. And then he also brought his wine, the wine that he just bought. And I'm like, where did you go? Did you go to someone else's place and spend the night? And so I started texting him and calling him, and he just never picked up and I was wanting to text. So this morning I was just like, fuck like, I can't anymore.
He went MIA for 15 hours and finally texted me later that he drank too much and passed out. This is what she gets. She's an idiot. This is what she gets.
Anyways, I changed my flight and flight back to New York early. I still don't understand why he told me to come visit if he literally did not want to spend time with me. You wouldn't even treat your friends like this. Anyways, he's blocked. Moving on. I would not visit anyone else that's not my boyfriend or husband. Seriously, never again.
Yeah, but she's not the only one who's moving like this in her 30s. A lot of women are desperate as fuck looking for the one. This is what most of our exes are going through right now in their 30s. If they haven't found no one, they're doing desperate shit like this, ignoring all the fucking red flags because they want to show that they're doing better than you, which I don't give a fuck. Have fun, do you? I had her before. You can have her in her decline. But this woman had the nerve to talk all this shit. This is her thing on TikTok. She's desperately looking for a husband in New York City. She can't compete. She can't. There's so many better looking Asian chicks than her. And the fact that all these guys fucked her over, she must be very bad in bed. Don't suck dick good. Her pussy is trash, dry as fuck. She must be bad in bed. And she's that desperate to find a fucking husband. This is majority of women today, over 30. All these fucking problems haven't healed. She hasn't healed from her past situationships and relationships, but she thinks she's the fucking prize. She talks so much shit about her ex. He's fat, chubby, but look at her ass. Still can't find love. Traveling for D, getting stood up. So she missed out that part. Did you notice something? She probably missed. She didn't tell y'all that she had to pay for her own hotel. She probably was at his house for one night, but throughout the rest of the trip, she was at a hotel. Ain't no man gonna trust a bitch to stay at his house while he's at work. And he's passed out at another person's house. So you pay for your flight, pay for your hotel for a guy not to even spend time with you. You're a fucking idiot. But most women today are idiots. Women who are post-wall, they act desperate, man. They act desperate as fuck, looking for Superman to save their goofy ass. But it is not your job to save these women. It's not your job to save these hoes. Your ex wants you to suffer. She wants you to be doing bad because you're not with her. But men glow up. They don't let the breakup defeat them. We may be depressed for a couple of months, a couple of days, but we're going to grow out of it. Women are not the fucking prize. She's on a fucking decline, struggling to find a husband in New York fucking City. Women are moving like this when they are over 30, desperate as fuck. But it is not your job to save them. It is not your job to be a gentleman. And it is not your job to court these hoes. Focus on you. Hold the line. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.